Uniswap. So, Uniswap is one of the biggest dexes in the world. I mean, to be fair, between Solana, which has had huge volume as of late, and then Ethereum, all of Ethereum's volume comes from Uniswap, really. So, I want to take a look at what they've done. We've had some recent news about the CEO donating to Trump's campaign. We'll take a look at where the price is, what's happening, and what could happen this year. Now, before I get into any of it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of money. And you can see what they're all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been with $100 into each. If you'd have done that for all of them, you'd have made over 123 grand in that time. Now, you don't have 16 months to get your portfolio sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now. Bitcoin will be trying for new highs soon enough. Altcoin season will kick off. If you're not happy with the coins you own, go on to copymycrypto.com. Now, copymycrypto.com is the site I run where I share all of my portfolio with my members. They know every single coin I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of crypto the same price as me, meaning they make the same profit, but they don't have any work to do at all. And actually, if you go onto my site, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made, as well as some of my past successes, which are all public record. You can go onto the old videos on the channel, you can verify it all. But read through the site, watch the videos, verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether you just want to hear daily market updates from me, or whether you want to hear about the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out about any of that is join up on the site. Now, Uniswap. So, currently priced at $5.21. Had an okay-ish bull cycle, hit highs of kind of $19 from lows of around $5, or even, $4.40. Uniswap is the original DEX. It's the kind of really the first of its kind. I mean, there were a couple knocking about before that, but it's it launched in November 2018, gained huge popularity thanks to like the DeFi wave that we had. Loads of people were trading on Uniswap, and then later down the line, they released their own governance token, which is UNI, to all past users of the protocol. That I think traded over $1,000. I think. What we ended up seeing was this huge surge in Uniswap. People were using it way, way more. Obviously, loads of people ended up with this airdrop that was worth thousands of dollars. And obviously, when it hit its highs, and its high, by the way, was $44.97, we saw people effectively being given an airdrop worth 40 odd grand. Right, very, very profitable. They were created to solve liquidity issues and avoid the problems that were plagued with the very first DEXs. Now, the founders of Uniswap, the platform's creator himself was Hayden Adams. He was one of the original Ethereum developers. And the name was actually given by Vitalik Buterin. Buterin ended up giving the protocol its name. It was originally known as UniPeg. He also said that the original inspiration for the platform came from one of Buterin's own blog posts. His original idea was to focus on Ethereum after a friend convinced him to begin researching and understanding the protocol in 2017. And this is actually a nod to how influential Buterin's blog posts are. We've seen his impact on cryptos with some of his blog posts in the past. I mean, Loopring's a very good example of that. In one of his previous blog posts in 2021, he referenced how much he liked the sort of solutions provided by Loopring, and we saw Loopring have this enormous surge off the back of it. Uniswap, the idea behind it is to create liquidity, and since getting up and running, we've seen enormous, staggeringly high volume come through Uniswap. Uniswap also acquired NFT aggregator Genie. Now, whether or not that anything comes of that, we'll see. I'm not overly bullish on NFTs in general. My honest opinion is just they're way away from what they need to be right now. Really, the closest we have to NFTs having value, in my opinion, beyond artificial value or store of value based on sort of popularity, is in gaming. Now, so maybe Uniswap will take a proper, more solid step into the NFT space soon. Who knows? But the DAO has over 310,000 members that can vote over the $1.6 billion treasury governance and roadmap of the DEX by holding the tokens. Any holders can submit a proposal, but it must garner at least 25,000 yes votes before it's eligible for further deliberation. The next phase is the consensus check, where the proposer has to highlight the core changes and garner at least 50,000 yes votes. And then the final governance phase has to attract 40 million yes votes for the proposal to be adopted. It is, and still maintains its position as one of the most dominant DEXs. Yes, we've seen huge surges in Solana trading volume. Yes, we've seen huge surges in Binance Smart Chain as of late. That's really since CZ kind of talked on it. But still, Uniswap has a ton of volume, especially when you look across all its respective layering solutions. You've got Uniswap version 2, 66 million, their version 3 Ethereum, 548 million, Arbitrum's 262. I mean, on a sort of standard day, it does normally do around about $1 billion across all chains. And some days we're in the couple of billion. It is as simple as it gets. We've seen anyone that's actually had a look at Uniswap or traded on any kind of DEX should know exactly how to use this by now. It's very, very straightforward. They do have limit orders now, which is a nice feature. You can also buy directly with by connecting your wallet, and MetaMask obviously have some interesting features where you can buy with cards now. As you can see, daily volume. Well, this daily volume. Because they've got version 4. I guess that's not updated yet. Daily volume 1.58 billion. Total Uniswap total value locked over 3 billion. Version 2 936 million total value locked. Version 3, 1.66, and version 4, 416 million. Huge amounts of money circulating in this, which is why you can see the Uniswap CEO donating huge amounts of money. I mean, Hayden Adams actually donated just shy of $250,000 to Trump back in, presumably prior to the election, right? In fact, Trump ended up raising over 239 million in the inauguration fund. Consensus sent 100 grand. Solana Labs donated $1 million. Not a shock that we're seeing some of the big crypto names donating to Trump, who is pro crypto. I mean, we saw that with his release of his own meme coins. Obviously, his wife released a meme coin as well. And we have started seeing a lot more of the SEC dropping the lawsuits that they have had in place for years and years and years under Gary Gensler. And right now, the reality is look, we've not really had an altcoin season at all yet. Altcoin season will kick off, and the reality is Ethereum and Solana right now. I mean, yes, Binance Smart Chain's have been having a resurgence in terms of volume, but all in all, Ethereum and Solana are the two that are going to probably be the leaders of the decentralized exchanges over the course of the remainder of this year. If we start seeing another big altcoin season kick on, Ethereum has an ETF. Highly likely we're going to see Ethereum try for new all-time highs, which would cause huge surges in volume across the Ethereum chain. And inevitably, the most used protocols on Ethereum are going to rally. Uniswap is obviously one of them. Now, all-time high is just shy of $45. Is it going to get back to that level? That's a big ask, but I think it's got a shot. I mean, I think $40 is honestly a really fair target. It's about an 8x from where it is right now. And given an expectation that we're going to see huge surges in volume during an altcoin season, we're going to see new price discovery for a number of big cryptos, Ethereum included. Uniswap, again, the most used protocol on Ethereum, highly likely to be something that possibly tries for price discovery mode. Possibly. But even if it just gets up and the volume continues to surge, even if it, I mean, if it's doing $3 or $4 billion of volume a day, which is very possible, then the protocol is undervalued. The protocol is hugely undervalued, which is why I think $40 is still a legitimate target for Uniswap in this bull cycle. I am curious to hear what people think. Does anyone think Uniswap can get usurped at the top spot in terms of dexes? Or do you think it's solidified its position as the top dex? Does anyone think it's going to get to a new all-time high? Does anyone think it can hit triple figures? Where do people stand on Uniswap? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, I'm in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy with the coins you own, get onto copymycrypto.com, read through the site. On the site, you will see the profits my members have made, my past successes, all public record. Go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify absolutely everything that you see and that you read and that you watch. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. And whenever I'm looking at buying or selling any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me. They make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. As I said, read through the site, watch the videos, verify it all. If you like what you see and you want to hear more, if you want to hear about the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, like I predicted with Phantom, when no one was talking about it, all you've got to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.